everybody. We're here with Dino and Top Hatter Productions from BlueTubaCP, the biggest Club Penguin private server news source, mostly Keemstar of Club Penguin private servers. So today we're going to be talking about a few things, some questions for them. The first thing I'd like to ask the both of you is, how did BlueTubaCP start?
Basically, I've wanted to start a CPPS channel for a long time, and me and Dino obviously both go to the same school, so we're quite good friends, and we both have our own YouTube channels, so it'd be quite hectic, you know, to have more than one YouTube channel on our own. So basically, I just came to Dino one day and said, "Do you want to start a CPPS YouTube channel?" And he was like, "Sure."
Yeah, basically.
Basically.
Wow, that was a lot less. I didn't realize you guys were real life friends.
Well, and then as for the name BlueTubaCP, I was
It's from a random name generator online.
I went on this random name generator, and it was BlueTuber, like tuber spelled as in like a YouTuber, and I was like, oh, BlueTuber, so I changed the ER to an A.
No, that's a great name. It's easy to say and it's fun to say, especially hearing it when you guys say it. So
Yeah, we think so.
okay, so is it hard for you guys to make the content for the BlueTubaCP YouTube channel?
Well, it depends what it is, really. Like party guides and all that. I mean,
Party guides and catalog secrets are quite simple. You just film the clips and cut them all together. As for CPPS insiders, I edit them, and it's not too bad. I mean, I have to find the screenshots of the information, but it's more just like cutting the things together. I think it's the voiceover that's the hardest part, and just really perfecting that. And then Dino can tell you about the thumbnails.
for the thumbnails, I use Paint.net. It's a free program from Microsoft, and yeah, that's most of our thumbnails are made from Paint.net. And when I was away, Harry made the thumbnails, so you can tell which ones are like, you know.
Yeah, you can tell which ones are like worse.
I don't think I ever actually really pay attention, because I like these thumbnail style. Yeah, I like the little BlueTubaCP, the little BlueTuba in the corner, and then you guys have, what else do you have? I just like that that's always in the corner. I think that's like, you know, a staple. Like if I'm watching a video from Watch Mojo, you always,
like, you know, just we're trying to distinct our channel from, you know, other channels.
Yeah, so when you see a thumbnail and you see the little tuber, you know it's our video.
yeah. Like if you were watching a Watch Mojo video, why would you be doing that? But if you watch a Watch Mojo video, you see their, like, you know, icon in the corner too.
So you see their watermark in the corner, so it's just a, you know, little trademark thing.
Yeah.
Oh, good idea.
But yeah, I enjoy that. So is it, like, I know I've already asked this, but is it like physically hard to gather up all the information to make one of the news packages kind of things?
Well, not really. I mean, I try to. I'm in a lot of servers, and I try to keep in with a lot of people, even the people I don't like. I try to keep in with everybody in the community. So if something does crop up, then I can ask questions to everybody available. So I can get all different views, all the different inside information, hence the word insider. CPC, Club Penguin Central, is quite nice sometimes if I'm unable to do that. But I think Club Penguin Central often milk names, and they...
Yeah, I read an article about, whatever, the CPS you were helping, and, like,
yeah,
I don't know. They like, often butchered your side of the story.
They put people in a negative light, and I think if you're a news source, that's a bad thing. If you're a news source, you're supposed to show all the different sides of the story, whereas I'm not bashing CPC, but they do often take sides of stories, and I don't think that's correct. So that's one reason why I started CPPS Insiders, because I want to not push my point of view, but show all of the points of views and let the viewer decide what they believe.
Yeah, that's also because I feel like I like the digital, like, video media more than reading things, because even typing in Discord channels for me is hard to do.
Yeah, videos are the future, you know. It's like people nowadays watch the news on the TV rather than going down and buying a newspaper every day. They get all their updates on their phone or on the TV or on their laptop or whatever. And it's like people listen to audiobooks. It's easier to listen to the book than to sit there and read it.
And the list goes on.
Yeah. So you guys hosted the CPPS BlueTubaCP, right? No, some sort of CPPS. How was it for you guys to run one?
Club Penguin.
Yeah, that.
The Penguin. Yeah.
So, like, just run me through some of it.
I mean, I owned it. Dino, that was genuinely nothing to do with BlueTubaCP. That was genuinely just my project. Dino helped out with some graphic stuff. I had graphics.
I've done the thumbnails, and a few videos.
Yeah. But as for the actual development of the CPPS, I paid for the VPS, I paid for the domain. I had Gravix, Psychonic, and Yuri 2000 working for me, and it was a pretty successful team. It only lasted for 3 months, as updates were slow, and as I told you before the stream went on, I'm very busy with my schedule in school. But really, it wasn't meant to stay open long. It was really just an experimental thing for me, because I'm taking computer science at school, and I hopefully want my degree to be in computer science. So it was more of just a experimental test project for me, and it just turned into a public CPPS. But I had a lot of fun making it, and the staff team were excellent, and all the players were really nice. It was a lovely, small community. Yeah, and then after that, I went on to work for Notre Dame on Penguin Waddle.
Yeah, from what I read from the CPC news post, butches, whatever. Yeah, the thing is, a lot of people don't like Club Penguin drama, but for me, that's the, most fun thing for me to watch. That's why I watch the channel. I know drama sucks and everything.
That's the main reason why our series was so successful, because, people wanted to tune in to see what was going on.
Yeah, actually take a step back and look at the whole scene with all these Driver 3 Joe and Pigeon Patrol and all this rubbish. It's really petty. It's really dumb. You don't get that in any other community. I think it's very childish. But then again, it's also very funny to sit and watch. As long as you're not involved in the drama, it's very funny to just sit and watch and see people arguing over nothing, basically over a Club Penguin game.
Exactly. There's a lot of YouTubers in this community that just, do it for the views, or, do it for some stupid reason. There was this one YouTuber, not going to name names, the whole video was them yelling at no one.
We try not to do the videos for views, but more as a passion project sort of thing. Me and Dino both love making videos, and Dino loves making the thumbnails, and it's just a great way to pass the time. And obviously we love all our fans, and everyone's really supportive of it. Uploads haven't been as frequent recently due to our busy schedules, but it's nice to see that people still watch the videos.
If our schedule wasn't so bad, obviously we'd upload more videos.
Yeah, it's been 9 months since I've uploaded a video on Top Hatter Productions, and it's been 3 weeks since the BlueTubaCP one, so we are very tight for time.
Yeah, I know what it's like running more than one channel. I have a gaming channel, this channel, which I acquired from Pizza Balk, and my main channel, which I upload content on frequently. So it is hard trying to even, with real life, a job, family, and then you have Discord and all the other stuff. It's hard balancing your time between all the stuff you like to do.
Yeah. Life can be very hectic.
And I wish other people knew that it's a good channel to watch. I would love to see a lot more insiders, because there's so much stuff that you might not be seeing that's going right under you.
It's just insiders have slowed up recently, because if you think about it, Driver 3 Joe's gone. That was 75% of the drama. Liam seems to have left the community now. Pigeon Patrol disbanded. Obviously, they're back now as the New Order, but they don't seem to be really doing much, touch wood. But no, there's not as much drama now. You've removed those 3 main aspects.
This isn't, this topic, especially for the name of this channel, which I'm thinking about changing in the future. It's called the Club Penguin Rewritten Podcast. And for me to do, especially this, and since the podcast before this, I had an interview with Club Penguin Central staff members and some community people, and we spoke about what we were thankful for about the community.
How did you find the staff members of Club Penguin Central?
Where do I find them, or
how did you what did you think about them? Like, what was it like dealing with them?
Dealing with them isn't bad. Sometimes dealing with them is quite annoying. I got DM'd because I work for a Club Penguin private server. They said, "Hey, we haven't written a thing about you recently. Let's write a new thing." And then, like, a week later, no one responded about my DM.
I think the root of the problem there, I'm not going to go into too much detail about certain people, but Josh, the owner, he can be very aggressive and not very sociable. And I know a lot of writers that have left because they don't like the atmosphere of the workplace at CPC, because he's always forcing people to write at least 2 articles a week. I think that's it. But he's always forcing people to write lots of articles. And that can be, I know very personally, it can be very hard to find content. So they're always swanning around asking if they can interview people over pretty much nothing, because they have to, otherwise they lose their job there. Josh is too pushy with his workers.
Well, from what I've heard and seen, Josh hasn't, like, he kind of left. He's been focusing on more real life events. Like when I first got there, they were originally owned by Club Penguin Online staff members, which is a whole different world of craziness.
I mean, that's a whole different world, but it's not any better either.
Yeah, but it's kind of going downhill. But yeah. So I'm gonna end this off with asking you guys, what are you thankful for about this whole, like, community of Club Penguin private servers, and also, how do you feel about Club Penguin Island closing? So first, I'm going to ask you, what are you most thankful for about this community?
I'll let Dino go first.
Well, I mean, it's sad to see, like, Club Penguin Island shut down. Like, obviously, I mean, when we knew that people were going to be mad about Club Penguin shutting down and then creating a new official game, which, you know, if you look through all the, like, statements people have made, you know, like, bring back Club Penguin, you know, this sucks and all that. It's just, to me, it's really petty. But like, yeah, it's sad to see it go. You know, many people have lost their jobs. It's just, and then some people, like, you know, some certain groups like Club Penguin Online, just, you know, doing a complete piss take, you know, saying, "Oh, Club Penguin Island's shutting down. Let's, like, profit off this and get people to join our game." It's just pathetic. As for what we're thankful for, we're thankful for, like, you know, for the fans that we have, that, you know, supported our videos, watched our videos, you know, told us to keep doing more. Like with the CPS Insights, those would not have been successful if we didn't have those fans. So we're really thankful about them, and that's what I think.
All right, let's hear from Top Hat.
Right. This might be a bit long-winded. So, as for the Club Penguin Island thing, it's a bit... I'm not happy about it. I didn't really play Club Penguin Island very much, but I think the fact that Club Penguin had been going for so many years, and obviously Disney shut it down for multiple reasons. It was losing players, losing money. Obviously, the death of Flash is coming closer and closer. And they shut Club Penguin down, and the community wasn't very happy about that, despite the community not being very active. And they pumped millions and millions into this Club Penguin Island, and actually, as time went on, it grew to be a pretty nice game. I actually played it recently. It's not that bad anymore. And then the employees were greenlit, and they said, well, actually, we're going to be working on this for a while. And just suddenly they said, right, we're going to shut it down, which is random. I don't know their reasons for shutting it down, but the employees were told that they would still get their jobs that were secure for another couple of years as they worked on a new project after Club Penguin Island. But then someone higher up at Disney said they were all had to be laid off. So obviously Disney's been messing around, so they shut down Club Penguin, and they opened this Club Penguin Island, which cost millions. And now they're just getting rid of all their staff, which is, you know, is a bit unprofessional if you ask me. But I mean, that basically sums up Disney for you. Disney are notorious for ruining brands. So I'm not happy about that.
Yeah, you're definitely not there about ruining like brands.
Yeah, Disney are just really bad at that sort of thing. They're always changing their mind all the time. It's just annoying, you know, because they put so much. The staff genuinely tried to make Club Penguin Island good, and they genuinely pumped loads of money into it. And just to say, oh yeah, it's shutting down, you can keep your jobs, and then a few days later saying, no, actually you're all being laid off. It's just a bit of a piss take. As for the CPPS community, people like Hagrid and Cody back in the day, and all the CPR staff team have done a great job of keeping the original legacy of Club Penguin alive with Club Penguin Rewritten. And then there's obviously the smaller CPPSs, and they've been doing their job. But the reason I shut down Cheaper Penguin and I'm no longer working at Penguin Model is I think smaller CPPSs can be a bit of a waste of time now because they're not secure. Some of the staff are unreliable, and the money's just not there.
And there's a lot of them.
A lot of them are owned by dodgy people that I wouldn't touch with a barge pole. So the CPPS community, while you've got people like CPR, which are pretty safe, you've got a pretty decent team of people, you've also got these smaller CPPSs that actually don't know what they're doing, don't know much about development, don't really have the money to secure their servers. And you're left exposed to people like Pigeon Patrol who can just come in and raid the server and steal all your details. So the CPPS community is mixed, in my opinion. Whilst I love all our fans and I love all the passionate players, I think some of the smaller CPPSs are just very dangerous and shouldn't be around. As for the things I like, I love the dedication of the community. Obviously, Club Penguin is a very old game. It's good that it's being kept alive, really. I don't know what's to come after 2020 with the death of Flash, but I know there's people developing HTML5 CPPSs now. And, the community will always live on. And thanks to all our fans and to all the great players who still play Club Penguin.
I'd like to thank everybody for participating in this podcast today and this personal interview. And thank you, everybody, and thank the two of you for joining me today.
Yeah,
so,
thank you.
Right, yeah.